Hi there, Andy here, and I wanted to make a quick video to tell you about my solar panels and my new heat pump. You can see the heat pump there. This is perhaps what we're going to all have instead of a gas boiler. Tell you about the panels first. I needed to re-roof my house and I went, now is a great time to fit solar panels. I fitted batteries, I can isolate this from the grid in a power cut, and I can use the solar panels to power the house. So while the rest of the street hasn't got power, I have. I can also take it off my batteries. If I'm out at work, maybe Monday to Friday, nobody's using the power, I can store the batteries, I can store the power in the batteries and use it when I get home. It's absolutely quite remarkable. May, June, July, August, I didn't pay, I don't think, any electricity whatsoever. And I think in June and July I was actually making a little bit of profit. It's quite remarkable. All my house is electric powered. Now, the heat pump is obviously electric. That's going to cost me a few quid in winter, but it should be a little bit cheaper than a gas boiler. Now, I paid 2.5 grand thereabouts for Octopus Energy to fit the heat pump. There is a bit of a subsidy. I needed a new boiler. This was cheaper than fitting a gas boiler. It is such a great thing. It really works well. All my hot water is heated off the heat pump. I'm not using like the radiators at the moment because it's kind of summer, but I am heating all my hot water and I am paying nothing for electric. Yeah, I use a little bit on off the grid at times when it's not sunny, but I also set it back when it is, so it's costing me nothing. I did the maths. The solar energy that I'm producing, the whole setup with the batteries and everything, cost me about, I don't know, about 6 or 7 grand. That should pay me back in about 8 years time, I think. Maybe it'll be a little bit more, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a little bit less. I don't know what the sun's going to be like over the next 8 years, but it's just fantastic. Even in January and February, solar panels will be producing solar power. Probably good for about 10, maybe 15 pound of electric like a week in winter. Maybe it won't quite be that. You can never tell what the sun is going to do, but I'm getting, I would have said, at least on average about a quid's worth a day of electric off the solar panels, even in winter on the average day. That's quite incredible. So when people talk about net stupid zero, it's actually net quids in zero. Why would you not do this? Okay, not everybody can have solar panels. Would I be fitting solar panels on a roof that was 30, 40 years old? Probably not, but solar panels are going to be guaranteed for probably about at least 25 years. So if you can do solar panels, it might even be worth re-roofing before you put the solar panels up. Check into it. You are going to save the planet and you're going to save yourself a fortune. But of course it depends which way your roof is placed. So get some advice, but do not rule this stuff out. It is absolutely brilliant.